Hi, I'm Colton with Porsche Center Calgary, and this is one of our 2019 Macans. Now, 2019 came with a few changes for the Macan. It wasn't fully overhauled, but it was updated a little bit. New headlights up front, they're all LEDs now, and the styling changed a little bit there, the shape of the headlights, and then front grille and all that stuff changed a little bit too. Out back, a little bit of a more noticeable difference. The tail lights are now connected by a big light bar. It looks pretty cool, and kind of brings it more in line with the styling of some of the rest of our cars, like the Panamera and Cayenne and 911. They're all kind of the big light bars now. So Macan is too. Inside, not as big of a change, but the screen did change a little bit. It got a little bit bigger and rectangular now where it was square before. I used to have the vents on either side. Now that it's longer, the vents removed underneath, changes the feel up in there a little bit, and it is a higher tech screen. It looks really good. The one it replaces was new for 2017, so that one wasn't bad at all, but this new one is just that much better. Let's talk about this guy in particular. So first off, black, and it is just the basic black. You can also get the jet black metallic if you like for an upcharge, but this one we stuck with just the regular black, which is free. It's nice, and is probably one of the top 2 or 3 most popular colors. Wheel-wise, we stuck with just the standard 18-inch Macan wheel. A couple of other things outside, roof rails, added those. Can't retrofit them, so we will put that on most of the cars. Also put on the trailer hitch. Most people will use that just for a bike rack or something to that effect, but you can tow a fair bit with Macan. It's 4,400 pounds, so more than most people expect. As well, you may notice up front you've got that big kind of round camera looking thing. That is for the adaptive cruise control. So all Macans have cruise control as standard. For that matter, everything we sell does. But you can option the adaptive cruise, where you can set your following distance from the car in front. Right, if they brake, then your car brakes for you to maintain that set gap. We're finding us getting a lot more popular now than it was even just a couple of years ago. We almost never sold it, and now we're right around 50% or maybe even more that will sell with that adaptive cruise. So this one, we put that on. Moving to the inside, we did something a little bit different. Most of our cars have just the black interior, but this one has the black and red, which I really like, and I particularly like this version of it. This is the black and red leather package, as they call it, or sometimes you see it as partial leather. So what that means is, firstly, you get leather on the dashboard. Right, with the standard interior you don't. You still can have leather seats, but the dashboard wouldn't be leather. And then the armrests, both on the doors and the center console, those are all leather in this leather package. And when it's black and red like this, you get the red stitch along the top of the dash, and your seats are the red, and so is your armrest, but that's where it stops. If you go to the full leather, then you gain a little more leather. You have leather on your doors and the lower part of the dash as well. But when you do that, a lot more of it becomes red. Everything on that lower part of the dash and the lower part of the doors is all red too. I love having a bunch of leather in the car, but a lot of people can find that all that extra red a little bit overwhelming. So I find this is a really nice middle ground where you have that red in there. It spices it up a little bit, but it's not overwhelmingly red. Mostly it's just the stuff you're sitting on that's actually red. So great choice of interior with this guy. In addition to that, we put in the Premium Plus package, quite a bit in there. You get a seat upgrade with that to the 14-way adjustable. So with that comes the thigh extension and 4-way lumbar support over the standard 8-way seat. You also gain seat ventilation. You would have heated seats already as standard, but you add ventilated in the front and you add heating in the back with the Premium Plus. You also get the entry and drive, so you just touch the door handle to unlock and turn the ignition switch without taking the key out of your pocket. You get the Bose audio with that. You get the panoramic sunroof. You get auto-dimming mirrors. And now this year you get Apple CarPlay as part of the package too. And then headlight upgrade. So as I mentioned off the top, they're all LEDs now this year, but you get the PDLS or Porsche dynamic lighting system. So now they'll turn with the steering wheel. They'll look further down the road. They'll adapt as the name kind of suggests. And then in addition to that, we did the surround view camera here as well. All the cars will have rear view no matter what, with sensors front and rear, but we upgraded a little bit to get the full surround view camera. And then blind spot warning, we added as well, lane change assist as Porsche calls it. So nicely optioned car, all that important stuff that pretty well everybody wants, with a little bit of a more indulgent interior. So a really cool example. But yeah, as I keep saying in these videos, it's nice to now finally have a few to check out and that we have in inventory. So do that, scroll through, check out some other videos, see if you find one you like, and pay us a visit. And we'd be happy to take one for a drive. Thanks very much for watching.